Hey everybody, it's Maggie Mulhern from Modern Salon. We are backstage at TIBI, the Spring-Summer 2019 collections, and I am here with the man, Frank Rizzieri, one of my favorite guys and favorite Fashion Week guys, but one of my favorite guys.
Thank you, thank you.
And I can't believe you're talking to us right now, because if you look behind us, all the models are lining up, and normally this is the time where...
This is the crazy time. I call it the bewitching minute. But right now it's all good. And you never know. It's like every year it could be going horribly wrong, or it could be going good. You know?
And it's going good, although a minute ago we started the interview and the designer came up and was...
Well, they were just looking at something. I always like to make sure that I get in there before something changes drastically. So.
All right, so we will get right to these questions in case you get pulled away. Number one, how do you get on a Fashion Week team?
You know, I think, now Fashion Week is very manufacturer sponsored. So, you know, when I got into it, it was more like I assisted a lead hairdresser, but I assisted them in shoots, and then they did shows. And today, you know, Aveda has teams, and I know L'Oreal has teams, and Redken has teams. So I would say whatever product affiliation you have, I would go through that channel, and that's probably a better channel if you're not living in New York City.
And what about contacting the lead directly?
Yeah, you can. I mean, all of them have agencies. You can contact the agents directly to say, hey, do you need people Fashion Week, and I'm available.
And what's your phone number?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Okay, so number two, what tools would a brand new stylist who's never done this before, what would you say are the 3 tools he or she must bring?
Oh, well, you always have to have a blow dryer. You have to have your assortment of brushes, and not one iron, but multiple irons, flat iron, curling iron, all different sizes, crimping. I'm always like, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
I love that. All right, that's a good answer. And my last question, because I know you want to get in there.
No.
Training. How should one train? I know we have artists that actually train between Fashion Weeks.
Yeah.
How would one train for this?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you've got to do it all the time. So styling hair and getting a sensibility of how show hair looks, but it depends what show you're doing, you know? I mean, I always say that the toughest thing to do is a really strong ponytail. You know, I mean, so I would say there's a lot of classes that a lot of manufacturers have. I would say I would recommend go to it. And in the meantime, if you see looks that walk down the runway, get a model and practice on how to do it.
I love that. And also, you know, if you go to Modern Salon, to our YouTube channel, we have all of these.
Yeah, you have all the shows, and you have all the behind the scenes. I would look at all the behind the scenes stuff. And then be like, oh, I like what they're using, I like how they're working. And then get a model and practice. Take some pictures, do a video of it, and just, you know, then say, okay, that looks good, that doesn't look good.
Okay, so right here behind us, I said it was my last question, but I have one more. Tell the audience, the modern audience, this is not something you came up with, right? This is something the designer and you worked on.
More of a collaboration. I've been working with Amy for years, so, you know, she had one idea with a DIY, she was like all about DIY hair. So I'm like, all right, let's try this, and we kind of narrowed it down to, you know, a barrette and just random placement, and kind of worked out.
We don't love DIY hair necessarily.
Well, you know, I think that, and I agree with you. I mean, obviously I'm a salon owner, a school owner, but I do think that, you know, when you're coming from it from a consumer wearability, you know, for a guest, as if I were working in the salon and I was talking to my guests on how they can do something a little different than getting some barrettes and showing them how to, like, just, you know, put them in their hair, maybe put their hair back, is, I'd say, a great way to give that guest that extra service, to say, hey, you know, I go to my stylist and they always give me a tip or trick to, you know, kind of style my hair.
And this is why everyone loves Frank Rizzieri. Congratulations on all of your success. And again, thank you for doing this with us.
Yeah, no problem.
I know you want to get in there.
So. No, we're all good. No one's yelling. So.
Do you need my help? You want me to get?
Yeah, no, we're all good. We're all good. Yeah.
No, you don't want my help.
Yeah, no.
All right, thanks so much,
You're
Frank.
welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.